Good morning, and thank you for coming. I'm Gail F. Baker, Vice President and Provost, and I want to welcome you to the 65th undergraduate commencement for the College of Arts and Sciences at the University of San Diego. The ceremony is now convened. Please stand for members of the San Diego State University and Marine Corps Air Station Miramar Color Guard. Please join in singing the national anthem, performed by Baby Bagels Hood, a member of the class of 2018. Please remain standing for the invocation and the exiting of the Color Guard. The invocation will be given by Father Michael White, University Chaplain.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God of joy and hope, we thank you for this time of graduation. Your spirit of wisdom has empowered our graduates' hard work and discipline in such a way that their hunger for learning has been nourished with knowledge, discovery, creativity, determination. As they prepare to walk across the stage to receive their diplomas, let them walk in prayerful gratitude for the many blessings that have made this moment real and filled with great potential. In gratitude, we pray for their families and the many who have sacrificed and worked to see them to this hopeful moment. In gratitude, we pray for their professors and administrators who have challenged, cared, and crafted them along their academic journey. In gratitude, we pray for their fellow students who have taught them more about friendship, collaboration, and sharing. God, even as they have faced challenges and accomplished much, they understand that, as of now, their lives move into a new chapter where there will be more challenges to face and more will be demanded of them in order to accomplish the good. May your grace cover their anxieties and fears so that they may stay encouraged about the future. Give them patience and hope to energize their search for work that is just and that makes proper use of their gifts. Give them courage to face the challenges of carving out a place in society where they might live in peace and service and gratitude. Give them the strength to resist the temptations of greed, laziness, pride, and envy, that they may live in peace and service and gratitude. May your Spirit guide them as they unfold the next chapters of their lives. Help them to enliven hope in our world and to bring good to those that they touch. And may this celebration be a reflection of the blessings that they find in knowing and loving you. May God bless us all in the journey we share together, this journey of life. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Father. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to invite the President of the University of San Diego, Dr. James T. Harris III, to greet you.
Thank you, Dr. Baker. Not all that can be counted counts, and not all that counts can be counted. This quote, attributed to Albert Einstein, is not a mathematical equation to understand physics, but rather a reminder to all of us that what really counts, if you wish to have a fulfilling, joyful, and impactful life after college, is not the diploma that you'll receive today, but rather applying the lessons that you've learned here. Lessons that have prepared you to accept and embrace complexity, diversity, and change. And hopefully they've inspired you also with a sense of social responsibility. These are the things that will really matter and count. What also will count in the long run are the deep and meaningful lifelong relationships that you've created here at the university. My wife and I met in college, and we have 7 couples that still today, 40 years later, are getting together and still friends. And I'm sure that will happen to you as well. We also, the faculty members that you've had here at the university have helped prepare you and mentor you. I know that you'll keep those relationships as well. What counts most at this very moment, however, is something more important than what your diploma is going to do for you personally. What counts right now are 2 things: remembering who and what brought you to this moment, and making the commitment today as you leave here that you'll be a change maker and be a source for positive change in the world. Now, many moons ago, I was the first in my family to graduate from college, and when I received my diploma, I handed it to my father for safekeeping. I was moving out of my apartment after school and heading to my new job, and so my diploma seemed safest with my father. About a month later, I was home, and Dad was in the den, and he called me in. He had my diploma, and he set it out on the table in front of me, and he picked it up, and he held it in his hand, and he said, "Son, I'm so proud of you. You're the first in our family to graduate from college. So many have come before you. It's just really wonderful." And he looked at me, and he went. So I almost fainted at that moment. But he held up the crumbled diploma and he said, "This paper may seem important to you right now." He said, "But what really counts is that you have to remember you come from a long line of people who sacrificed to get you here. You're the grandson of a refugee and an immigrant. You had common laborers in your family and your ancestry, people who worked the farms." Then he also said, if you don't use what you've learned to make a difference in the world, to lift up those, like those who came before you, then what good is this paper anyway? Now, all I'm thinking about at that moment is, so how do I straighten this back out and put that in a frame of some sort? Now, of course, he had thought that all through, and he had gone out, and this is back in the day of Kinko's, so he went out and got crunchy paper and made a copy of it so that he could make fun of me. But I'll never forget the lessons of that day. First of all, remember those who paved the way, and also to be a source of positive change in the world. So today, as you graduate, I hope you keep those 2 lessons in your mind. So to that end, what I'd like to do is recognize a few people. If you hold your applause until I have some people on stage stand up, and then we'll recognize them. First, I'd like to ask my colleagues gathered to hear our commencement speaker today, Adama Iwu, who is here, who's a USD alumni. We also have trustee and a two-time USD alum, Dan Herbert. We have trustee and RSCJ sister Mary Therese Mosier here today. We have senior members of the university administrations, Vice Presidents Allen, Baker, Dillenbow, Kafian, O'Malley, Snyder, and Vasquez. We have Deans Bird, Norton, and Godwin. We have our athletic director, Bill McGillis, here. We have a number of assistant deans and associate provosts, if they would all rise as well. Maybe most importantly, our amazing faculty that are here today to join and celebrate with us. Why don't we give them a round of applause, class of 2018. All right, I want to get my phone out for this, so I have this ready. So I want to ask the class of 2018 to stand. All right. All right, I want you to find your special person out there, your family, your partner, your loved ones. Find them and celebrate them now. Come on, let's go. You may be seated. Not all that can be counted counts, and not all that counts can be counted. Remember, in the end, what will count is not the amount of money you end up in your bank account or the material goods that you've accumulated. One thing that will certainly count in the long run is being someone who can be counted upon to do the right thing. But what will really count, I think, in the very long run is that in a world that is filled with anger, fear, and hatred, as graduates and representatives of USD, what will matter is the amount of love and kindness you've shared with the world. Over 2 decades ago, we had someone visit this campus, Mother Teresa, now Saint Teresa of Calcutta. And she was asked what really matters, what counts in life. And this is how she answered that. What counts is to be the living expression of God's kindness. Kindness in your face, kindness in your eyes, kindness in your smile. The most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other, end quote. So be someone who can be counted on to live a life that brings peace, love, and kindness to others. Be counted on to use those myriad gifts that you've been granted by God to bring about positive change in the world, and always remember those who came before you and paved the way. By doing so, you'll be the living embodiment of the values that we hold dear at the University of San Diego, and you will represent these values to the world, a world so desperately in need of your gifts. Congratulations, good luck, and Godspeed.
Thank you, President Harris, for your words of wisdom and for your leadership. The valedictorian address will be delivered by Christopher Harrop, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Spanish and a Bachelor's in Business Administration in International Business. Christopher.
All right, well, good morning, class of 2018, family, friends, faculty, and staff. As it was mentioned, I majored in Spanish, so it feels only appropriate to say Buenos dias, clase de 2018, familia, amigos, profesores, y administradores. I feel truly honored to be invited to speak today and share this moment with you. In my time at USD, I haven't always occupied a very public role, that is, at least not as Chris. You might be more familiar with my fierce alter ego, Disastrous. An uncoordinated, albeit endearing drag queen who slays the stage of Shiley Theater once a year. Public speaking has never been my favorite thing, so I'm hoping to invoke some of Dee's fearlessness today. If I can dance around on stage in a form-fitting dress and heels and a wig, I think I can do this all right. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge the wealth of emotions in the room right now. Pride, excitement, fear, anxiousness towards the future. Whatever you might be feeling in this moment, your feelings are valid. I don't know about you, but the reality of graduating is really starting to set in. and it feels terrifying and amazing and everything at once. I encourage you to take a second to be present in this moment. Take stock of how you're feeling and breathe. So in true second semester senior fashion, I waited to draft this speech until the last minute. It's a little hard to feel inspired and inspiring when you have 5 essays, 3 presentations, and 2 group projects to do, as I'm sure we can all relate. But I promise you, what I want to impart today is something I've been reflecting on my entire college career, perhaps my entire life. I'd like to pose a question to all of you. We are about to graduate from a preeminent Catholic changemaker university. What does your Catholic education mean to you? We come from diverse backgrounds, and I know not all of us identify with a religion, let alone with Catholicism. For some of us, maybe USD's Catholic identity was something we were drawn to in choosing to come here. For others, perhaps USD's Catholic identity was one of its biggest drawbacks that caused us pause and reconsider coming here. And for others among us still, perhaps we've never really thought about USD's Catholic identity. One of the great things about USD is that there's room for all of us here, wherever we identify in this spectrum. But regardless of how we identify, today I want to argue that the Catholic context of your education isn't something that we should disregard. Rather, it's more relevant than ever as we move into the next chapters of our lives. What I understand to be the most crucial aspect of USD's Catholic identity is its call to recognize the inherent dignity and full personhood of one another, and accordingly, to treat all people with respect, compassion, and empathy. Our identity as a Changemaker campus depends on realizing these values. I should preface this by saying I've gone to Catholic schools from kindergarten until now, 17 years by my count. When I first started brainstorming this speech, Catholicism was the last thing I thought I'd want to talk about today. And personally, I carry a lot of baggage with my Catholic education, and it's created its fair share of challenges and heartbreaks for me. I identify as gay, and I've grappled with persistent doubt if I am respected and valued at each Catholic school I've attended. USD hasn't been an exception. As a USD LGBTQ+ community has gained more visibility and resources, we've been accused by some of actively defying the school's Catholic mission, and I've had to sit with some tough questions. Am I an immoral person for living my truth? Is my vision for a just campus and a just world valid? And does my change-making work count? And I don't think these questions are unique to my experience here. I imagine there's been some time in all of our experiences at USD when you question why you were at a Catholic university. Perhaps you've experienced USD's Catholic identity as antiquated and restrictive at times. Perhaps you too haven't felt valued at USD because you don't fit the stereotypical USD type. And undeniably, I think there are valid questions of how USD's Catholic identity fits with its changemaker identity. Catholicism has a problematic and violent history of being invoked as a colonizing tool to concentrate power and unearned privileges in whiteness, heterosexuality, and maleness, while marginalizing people of color, women, LGBTQ+ people, and non-Catholics. And examples of this colonial legacy can still be seen on our campus, like in the name of Sarah Hall that tacitly supports the violent Catholic California mission system. It's understandable why we might hesitate to boldly proclaim that we are educated at a Catholic university. However, I don't feel that these experiences embody what it really means to graduate with a Catholic education from USD. I want to share with you more how I experienced what I believe to be the true nature of USD's Catholic identity, founded in the recognition of others' human dignity and full personhood, defined by a culture of respect, compassion, and empathy. I experienced this Catholic identity most strongly through my participation in the drag show for the past 3 years. Ironically, this is an event that many people oppose, arguing it completely undermines the school's Catholic identity. I would like to respectfully disagree, and allow me to explain why, please. I came to the school fresh out of the closet, thinking my gay identity was working in an opposite direction from the Catholic vision of a just world. But the first time I attended the drag show my freshman year, I received a radical new message. I saw Shiley Theater, and USD by extension, fully transform into a space of love and empathy and community. I watched as performers claimed their full personhood on stage, fearlessly. There were heels and glitter and Beyonce music, and even a reenactment from Mean Girls when Regina George gets hit by the bus. And I watched with amazement as the audience's outspoken support and excitement reaffirm the dignity of the performers and of one another. For the first time, I realized my goals for LGBTQ+ visibility and justice were consonant with USD's Catholic changemaker identity that calls us to not just recognize, but celebrate the dignity and full personhood of one another. Creating such a space of inclusion on USD's campus actualized USD's Catholic mission for me. As we recognize others' dignity and challenge unjust systems, we bring people in from the margins and proceed more lovingly and justly into the world. In these past 4 years, I've seen our class consistently work to celebrate the dignity and full personhood of one another all throughout campus and throughout our communities. I've witnessed members of our class fight to change the name of Sarah Hall to make our campus more inclusive of Native American students. I've seen our AS president, Will Tate, invite historically underrepresented groups to AS meetings and ensure all voices were heard and valued. I've been inspired by student-led action to more equitably distribute space on this campus. And I've seen us create communities of support through retreats like Search and Empower. In my opinion, these and countless other examples evidence how we have continually embodied USD's Catholic identity, whether we knew it at the time or not. Our work for a more inclusive campus and world is only just beginning. But at USD, we've helped start important conversations, and we've charted a course for the university to follow as it strives to set the standard for a truly engaged and contemporary Catholic university. By responding to humanity's urgent challenges that resonate most with us, we have demonstrated that Catholic education is not a stuffy, antiquated set of rules, but rather a dynamic set of values that are grounded in how we interact with one another in our communities. Class of 2018, as we prepare for this next chapter in our lives, we must remember that the university's Catholic changemaker identity is not fixed and rigid. Rather, it is constantly evolving with us, and our actions are both reflecting it and consistently shaping it in our next chapters. It is our responsibility, as the class of 2018, to continually reframe and push the boundaries of what a Catholic education means to us in the modern world. Indeed, our Catholic education is not an obstacle to future success, or something we should gloss over when we talk about our college experience. Rather, we should proudly declare that our Catholic education has empowered us to proceed into the world respectfully, compassionately, and empathetically, always striving to value and celebrate the inherent dignity of others. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Christopher, for your passion and your honesty. I am now honored to introduce Adama Iwu, an alumna from the class of 2005. She is Senior Director of the State and Local Government Relations for Visa, a position she has held since 2015. In that role, she is responsible for advancing Visa's technology and business policy for the western half of the U.S., including topics like cybersecurity, data security, virtual currencies, and data breach and privacy. Prior to joining Visa, Adama held senior positions at Farmers Insurance, Advance America, and for the California Association of Physicians Groups. Adama began her career as an executive fellow in Governor Schwarzenegger's administration in 2005. In October of 2017, the Los Angeles Times published an open letter led by Adama and signed by more than 140 women on the pervasive culture of sexual harassment, discrimination, and assault in politics. That letter struck a chord with women in politics and in other industries who reached out to share their stories and call for solutions. This resulted in the creation of the We Said Enough Foundation, whose mission is to eliminate bullying, harassment, and assault in the workplace. Adama now serves as president of its board. In 2017, Time magazine recognized her as a silence breaker and featured her on the cover of their People of the Year edition. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Adama Iwu.
Good morning. Thank you so much for that kind introduction, and it's an incredible honor to follow your speech. I mean, I think that says it all about what we want to do, who we want to be as alumni of the University of San Diego. So as mentioned, I am an alumni from class of '05, and it is incredible to see you guys here this morning. So congratulations, class of 2018. I mean, oh my God, you totally made it. I mean, I remember that feeling of sitting there right where you are, and I know at times it seemed interminable, but you have really made it. When I was going here, I remember my mom would always ask me, you know, how is class, how is everything? And I'd be like, yeah, the classes are fine, but the resort is fabulous. But that's something we kind of all have in common, right? We went to one of the most beautiful schools in the country, apparently the #1 most beautiful school in the country. I just found that out. And we're also privileged to obtain a top-notch liberal arts education from incredible professors and theologians. And frankly, for you, from here, the sky is the limit. Wherever you came from, whatever you did or did not have before you got here, I'm actually here to welcome you to a super exclusive club. Out of 36 billion people in the world, you are one of roughly 7% in the entire world who can say that you have a bachelor's degree. And what you do with that and your brand new membership to this ridiculously expensive club is up to you. But indulge me for a few minutes because I'm actually going to ask you all to be activists. So I'll start by telling you a story. It's kind of my story. It's not just my story, but the roots of the story are shared by a lot of people, some of them here on this stage, in this auditorium, and I hope someday part of this story can be yours as well. I work in government and advocacy and politics. Shout out to the School of Peace and Justice. Politics is a very public world, but for most of my career, I wasn't on the public side. I was happy to get my work done, help strong leaders lead, support amazing candidates and elected officials, and basically be the woman behind the woman or behind the man. You might have heard there's some men in politics. And I was really successful at that. And until December 6th of 2017, if you Googled my name, you'd find like a couple boards that I was on, my really lame LinkedIn page, and some stories about the work that I was just starting to do. And as mentioned, me and 147 women that I worked with in Sacramento wrote a letter about the pervasive atmosphere of sexual harassment, discrimination, and abuse in politics. And the LA Times published it, and it went viral. But other than that, there wasn't a lot. And then came Time magazine. And I know you've seen like videos of tornadoes, and it's like all this chaos and stuff is flying around, and there's a lot of noise. And that's how it looks from the outside, and from the inside, it was like way worse. My phone exploded, I basically declared voicemail bankruptcy, and I am in like a text and email hole that I'll probably never climb out of. And it's still really wild. And to be clear, the Time magazine thing happened because of circumstance. And if you haven't seen it, there's 5 women and an arm on that cover, and it's pretty much burned into my psyche because that's probably the picture that will accompany my obituary. So 2 of the women are celebrities, Taylor Swift and Ashley Judd, and they've made their struggles with sexual harassment and discrimination very public. And the remaining of the 4 doesn't show her face, and she's just kind of the living embodiment of the shame, fear, and abject otherness that sexual harassment victims feel. And then there's the other 3, and of the hundreds and thousands of possible representatives who could have stood there, there's 3 civilians. A woman who asked to be called Isabel Pasquale because, like the woman with the arms, she's using a pseudonym for fear of retaliation and retribution. And Susan Fowler, the amazing woman, the engineer from Uber who wrote the blog post that basically took down the CEO and has started a revolution in their culture. And then there's me. And Time magazine could have chosen any of a million different qualified women, but I was the one who got tapped. And I wasn't exactly plucked from anonymity because, like I said, there was like the LA Times thing. And I hadn't started that to get on the cover of Time magazine, obviously. or to be a women's rights crusader, or to bring down the Weinsteins of the world. I was there because at one critical moment last year, when I was sexually harassed for like the millionth time, people around me didn't get involved, and I came to a threshold. And I realized at that particular moment, my champion, my guardian, my role model for how to protect women and men and LGBTQ+, and kids and immigrants and the disabled, how to protect all of us, that person wasn't there. She wasn't available. She wasn't standing over my shoulder conveniently to confront this harasser. So I decided to be the person that I wanted to protect me. And it was simple, and it was terrifying, and it was life-affirmingly powerful. But I just became her. I spoke up, I found my voice, I found allies, we took action, and we haven't stopped. So that's my really abridged story. And now I want to talk to you about two other things. And one of them you're familiar with, even if you aren't a part of it. And that is the battle against dehumanization. And that is kind of an awful umbrella of evils that include sexual harassment. And then the other thing I want to talk to you about is what's going to happen when you too decide that you're ready to be an activist, that you're ready to step up and lead. Because every day, that's a choice that you have. And every day we make a lot of choices, hundreds and thousands of choices. And making the choice of stepping over that threshold and stepping out and putting yourself in harm's way is big. But I'll come back to that. On that umbrella of evils, you might have noticed, we're in the middle of a reckoning right now. We're having complex public and private conversations about violence, race, guns, immigration, wealth inequity, and a slew of other things. And we're almost 8 months past when Me Too became part of the national lexicon. And I think the question should be less about how do we make sure that women have a voice, and more about how do we make sure that we elevate the voices among us who are the most marginalized. Because to me, at its core, that's what this movement and all movements are really about. They're about the struggle for equity. It's about recognizing the complex and sustained power dynamics that are embedded and accepted in our society and then fighting to change them. It's about deciding to be the kind of human being that protects vulnerable human beings. And I decided very early in this, if I was going to fight to protect women and make sure that they're safe in the workplace, I was going to necessarily have to fight to protect everyone, in public, in private, under all circumstances, no matter their size, language, ethnicity, age, education, or immigration status. We have to be adamant about this, that everyone is worthy of the same protections and being treated as fully human. A person's humanness is more important than any other thing that we would attribute to them. So I might be fighting to protect women in the micro, but this fight has to be about equality and equality for all of us on the macro level. So it's up to me and all of this to use this moment for good, to create lasting change and not just a hashtag. It's incumbent on all of us who have the opportunity and the means to help those who don't. As Americans, it's up to all of us. We should be reevaluating together what it really means to be patriotic. And since you're graduating and about to, for real, join the real world, like really this is it now, you're gonna find yourself on more and more thresholds where you have to make those decisions and take those stands. And you can, and you'll be fine when you do it. I'm here, I'm proof of that. I'm not saying it'll be easy and it'll come at no cost to you personally or professionally. I'm just saying that you can do it. And I know now that even if I hadn't been kind of thrust out there by Time magazine, I'd still be fine. Between that time last fall, when a man casually dehumanized me and treated me like I was there for his pleasure, and when the Time magazine cover came out, I'd already made the decision that this is what I was going to do. I realized that my choice to out myself as an activist was the right choice and the only choice. And I, like you, was welcomed into a strong group of thoughtful, committed women and a few men who've had my back and have been totally supportive. And to be clear, I make a lot of mistakes. I don't have all the answers. Apparently no one does. It's a total bummer. But I talk to others, we figure it out collectively, and I'm learning every time I get out of my comfort zone, I fake some confidence, and the next time is really easier. All this to say, if I can do it, you can definitely do it. And there's plenty of work to go around when it comes to people who are fine dehumanizing others and abusers and their ilk. They're everywhere, and they're usually very inconveniently cloaked and protected by the disproportionate amount of power they wield. And you can find them in media, in business, in sports, in academia, in science, in politics, and the White House. And power doesn't cede power to others easily. So even if you decide to go to grad school or law school or med school or just take some time off and travel, there's still going to be lots of work for you to do when you get back. And that's why I'm really excited to be here with you all today, because that kind of behavior needs to be stamped out. And looking at all of you, I'm reminded that there's a lot more of us than there are of them. So for those of you today who are resolving to speak out, or those of you who are already fighting, and I know there's a lot of you, I salute you. To those for whom this would be new, this is going to be scary. And sometimes it will be really terrifying, but it will be exhilarating, and hopefully it will be life-changing for you and everyone else involved. So as you go out there and you leave this beautiful, privileged bubble that is our beloved University of San Diego, I'm going to ask you to start small, and when you see that dude overstepping with that woman, step in before you're trying to remember if that's just the 5th or 6th time that you've seen him overstepping and crossing that line. Speak up when you see injustice. Vote in every election. That's your civic duty. Say the truth out loud, in public, in as many places you can. Have each other's back and demand that we all be our best selves. And when you're standing on the threshold and your hero is inconveniently absent, shake it off, take a deep breath, and be the activist and advocate that many others and you are waiting for. So class of 2018, do not grow weary in well-doing. I'm so incredibly proud of you, and I know you're going to change the world. I wish you love, I wish you success, and I wish you so much more than luck. Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you, Adama, for sharing your story and for being the actual, real-world embodiment of change-making. I now invite President Harris to the microphone to present the Alcala Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Baker. And I just want to thank publicly Chris and Adama. Thank you again for those inspiring speeches. How about one more round of applause? The Alcala Award is given to 2 seniors who demonstrated throughout their time at the University of San Diego the balanced development that is a goal for all USD students. USD's mission is to advance academic excellence, expand liberal and professional knowledge, create a diverse and inclusive community, and prepare leaders dedicated to ethical conduct and compassionate service. The 2 seniors selected for this award embody the spirit and action of this mission. Our first recipient's presence can truly be felt all across campus. He was active in many organizations, included, but not limited to, FUSO, Student Leadership, Involvement in Change-Making Center, Sigma Phi Epsilon, Interfraternity Council, Associated Students, and University Ministry. His fellow students, staff, and faculty alike speak highly of his warmth and ability to promote a sense of community. A double major in English and economics, teaching seems to be his calling, as he has also made time to volunteer off campus as a tutor for the San Diego East Tutoring Program, and also interned abroad one summer as a teacher in Kyoto, Japan. He was an early admit to Teach for America and is headed off to Boston to teach this fall. Our second recipient has a strong commitment to social justice and is a promising scholar. A recipient of a faculty interdisciplinary startup grant, she is also a McNair Scholar and one of the first Keck Fellows. She received the Spirit of Public Sociology Award at a convocation earlier this month. As a sociology major who has also minored in ethnic studies, she's been very active in different areas across campus. She served on the executive board of the Black Student Union and has worked in the Black Student Resource Center, student leadership, involvement in change-making center, and residential life. After graduation, she plans to return to Chicago, her hometown, to give back to her community and is considering multiple promising opportunities and options. Marked by a dedication to academic excellence, service, and investment both to the university and to the community at large, and characterized by compassionate leadership both now and as they prepare for their futures, we are proud to announce the 2018 recipients of the Acalo Award, Theodore Castro and Tiasha Rogers. Please come forward. Please come forward.
Congratulations, Theodore and Tiasha. And now, what we've all been waiting for. The University of San Diego will now proceed with the official conferral of degrees. First, we will confer the degrees upon the January and May 2008 graduates. Then we will recognize the bachelor's candidates who will graduate at the end of the USD Summer Sessions 2018. Dean Noel Norton will confer the degrees for the College of Arts and Sciences. Dean Norton.
Will the January and May 2018 candidates for the bachelor's degree, College of Arts and Sciences, please stand? You have completed the requirements for the bachelor's degree. The trustees of the University of San Diego, on recommendation of the university faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in them, hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Please be seated.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree at the conclusion of USD Summer Session 2018, please rise. As members of the class of 2018 and on the satisfactory completion of your remaining requirements during USD Summer Sessions 2018, the university will confer upon you the bachelor's degree with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Please be seated. The recognition indicative of the bachelor's degree will now be granted. Degree recipients, please follow the directions of the candidate marshals. Dr. James Gump, Dr. Derek Cartwright, Dr. Michelle Camacho, Dr. Christopher Carter, Dr. Jonathan Bowman, and Dr. Sue Lowry will now call the rolls of recipients for the bachelor's degree. Please note that honors program candidate names are read first.
Alexa Marie Odino, magna cum laude. Kennedy Noel Avery, summa cum laude. Emily Catherine Bolander, cum laude, degree recognition presented by her father, James Bolander, Associate Professor, Chemistry and Biochemistry. Rachel Marie Charbonnet. Victoria Ann Coleman, cum laude. Caitlin Sam Rebecca Scully Dixon, magna cum laude. Margaret Elizabeth Driscoll, summa cum laude. Ashley Louise Dunn, cum laude. Catherine Nicole Fadley, summa cum laude. Dana Marie Flerschinger, summa cum laude. Julie Ann Giannini, magna cum laude. Christopher Joseph Harrop, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Eileen Hurley, cum laude. Kelly Taylor Kennedy, magna cum laude. Sarah Miriam Khan, magna cum laude. Yun Ji Kim, magna cum laude. Heather M. Kovar, summa cum laude. Eric D. Kraft, cum laude. Mary J. Cookerts, magna cum laude. Christiana Morrison Lehman. Helen Lowley. Emily Maris May, summa cum laude. Catherine Christine Morton, magna cum laude. Luke George Musket. Madison Shea Nelson, magna cum laude. Madeline Marie Peters, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Pitch, cum laude. Nicole Tyler Potts, summa cum laude. Haley N. Pugh, summa cum laude. Nicole Therese Wrights, cum laude. Catherine J. Richards, cum laude. Shay Nazreen Ricketts, cum laude. Sydney Celeste Rillam, magna cum laude. Michael Jeffrey Schwabe. Catherine Ann Spencer, magna cum laude. Oliver Peter Stallmach, magna cum laude. Noor Eamon Suleiman, cum laude. Kiara Christine Sutton, magna cum laude. Mary Christine Toma, cum laude. Taylor Marie Thomas, cum laude. Kira Lee Thrush, summa cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Trawick, magna cum laude. Rachel D. Trong, magna cum laude. McKenna Ann Wade, magna cum laude. Benjamin William White, cum laude.
Marianne Abdi. Lauren Abiog. Luz Maria Acevedo Banuelos. Pooja Adikopula. Yasmin Natalie Aganya. Daisy Alondra Aguilar. Daniela Ivana Aguilar. Sonia Denise Aguilar. Samrath Anika Ahuja. Leal Al Esa, cum laude. Melissa Hibanada Alcantar, degree recognition presented by her mother, Mary Lou H. Alcantar, Executive Assistant, Director, Department of Music and Liberal Studies Program. Mercedes M. Alcozar. Elizabeth Rollins Alexander. Marissa Janine Alfano, cum laude. Caitlin Marie Allen, summa cum laude. Jacqueline N. Almeida, cum laude. Haley Simone Alston. Yolanda Brianna Alvarez. Eduardo Leonardo Amari di Sant'Andriano, cum laude. Danielle Marie Anabi. Cole B. Anderson. Kira Nicole Anderson, cum laude. Savannah Anderson. Jessica Andrade. Alyssa Danielle Andretta, magna cum laude. Elliot Gray Andrews. Alexandra Rose Annan, magna cum laude. Austin James April, magna cum laude. Alexandros Arauzos. Ana Fernanda Arquiles. Jordan L. Ashford. Alyssa Nicole Avery, degree recognition presented by her mother, Cynthia Avery, Assistant Vice President, Student Life. Neda Avad. Catherine Marie Acock, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Catherine Bader. Dominique Maximilian Baer. Yasmin Bagheri. Sam Hossein Bagheri. Meha Bakshi. Lilia Maria Eleanor Baldoff. Alexandra Catherine Baldwin. Bradley Afala Balukanak. Elizabeth Ann Barker. Abigail Joy Barnes. Anna Marie Barnett. Elisa Nashay Barnhill. James William Barrett. Jeffrey Allen Bartram. Brooke Ashley Batten. Taryn Reiko Beaufort. Abigail Jean Beck, magna cum laude. Mariah Nicole Becker. Erin Elizabeth Behrens, magna cum laude. Allison Nicole Belda. Veronica Rosalba Boloci. Tori William Bellsberg. Veronica Celeste Benavides. Elizabeth Ann Berryhill. Mary Christine Bursett. Caitlin Marie Beltram. Yannick Peter Joseph Bielski. Faisal Hisham Binjabi. Madison Marie Birchfield. Alyssa W. Bisharat. Kira Elizabeth Bixby. magna cum laude. Sorry. Chloe Susanna Bittner. CJ Denzel Black. Jenny Rebecca Blair. Charles Robert Blashinsky. Trevor N. Blasco, cum laude. Morgan Taylor Bly. Brittany Ann Baldock. Shelby S. Booker. Jordan Helene Bork. Rachel Lynn Brad. Nicole Virginia Brayman. Haley Alexandria Brooks, magna cum laude. Colleen Kelly Brown. Signe Hamilton Brown, cum laude. Gracie Elaine Konzadi Brumsicle, magna cum laude. Gina Tabor Brunelli. Liam Lawrence Burke, cum laude. Madison Lynn Birmingham. Joseph Paul Busalaki. Nazreen Kelly Bushara. Carter John Batuk. Rachel M. Byerly. Bailey Ann Byers. Kelly Constance Cable. Quinn River Kane. Liza Ann Cameron, cum laude. Brooke Ellen Campbell. Yonina Sunga Capino, cum laude. Kelsey James Carreras Simons, magna cum laude. Annalyn Kerr Carroll. Ian Jeffrey Karstens. Dante Corte Carter. Hannah Eileen Carter, summa cum laude. Kyle Lanier Carter. Julia Claire Cassiano. Brett Christopher Casey. Theodore Matthew Castro, Jr. Angelica Luisa Ciccione. Caitlin Taylor Seragioli. Antonio Cerrone III. Michaela Kiana Chacon. Gabriella Ashley Chacos. Sharon Chang. Lauren M. Charbonneau. Brett Eugene Cheverera. Jacqueline Rochelle Chavez. Renee Moselle Chavez. Shin-Lei Chun. Pearl Chow. Wesley Isaac Chow, summa cum laude. Walker Gregory Chuk. Kendall Rose Chikanowitz. Jason Thomas Clapp. Courtney Lynn Clark. Courtney Nicole Coate. Carly Johanna Cockrum. Alessandra Mary Elizabeth Cole, cum laude. Catherine Michelle Collins, summa cum laude. Michaela Conley. Shannon Evelyn Conlon, cum laude. Natalie Trasinski Constancio. Courtney Hope Cooper. Thomas Doyle Kopfer Reinhardt.
Kylan Mary Copthorne, cum laude. Ashley Chanel Cordero. Devin Alana Correa. Britta Cornish. Dominic Nicole Corral. Patricia Ann Kostelich, magna cum laude. Tommy Raymond Coda. Taylor Amanda Corey, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Crady. Shannon Cragen. Laura Alejandra Crespo. Degree recognition presented by her mother, Laura Alexandra Crespo, Senior Accountant Resolution Analyst. Ian Noel Leewag Cruz. Casey Noel Cunningham. Kelsey Ann Curry, summa cum laude. Alana Emily Curry. Chantel Nicole Dai. Leanne Dolido. Anthony Dang. Mariota. John Darby Mariota. Charles James Timothy Doria. Jacob Alexander Davis. Sophia Catherine Davis. Miriam Daoud. Samantha Dada, summa cum laude. Nicholas Martin Del Mundo, cum laude. Dana Delaney, cum laude. Alexia De Loera. Benson Thomas E. De Los Reyes, cum laude. Sarah Dempsey Prelo. Marissa Denk. Kristen Taylor DeSplinter. Catherine Irene Dubler. Scott Robert DeVille. Stacy Leanne DeVitt. Sarah Frances DeFeedy. Degree recognition presented by her mother, Molly DeFeedy, Executive Assistant Office of Undergraduate Admissions. Rachel Elena Diaz. Nicholas Dante de Cristofano, magna cum laude. Brooke Madison Diddick. Kevin Doe, magna cum laude. Rachel Marie Dodderwich, magna cum laude. James Van Curran Douglas, magna cum laude. Is it Doe? Abigail Margaret Dow. Patrick Brennan Downing. Leah Danielle Drost. Degree recognition presented by her mother, Margie Drost, e-commerce specialist. Austin Joseph Druda. Haley Olivia D'Souza. Paige Renee Dubreville, magna cum laude. James Alessandro Ducker. Mackenzie Marie Dullock. Courtney Marie Dunar. Sophie Elizabeth Dunkelberger. Molly Elizabeth Eaton. Sarah Victoria Island. Nicole Elganian. James Anthony Ellis III. Amanda Fusa Ennis, magna cum laude. Aurora Espinosa. Sofía Ordóñez Esteban. Gustavo Estrada. Kenneth Garrett Samuels Evanson. Everts? Amanda Lynn Everts. Monique C. Farha. Amanda Lauren Farinas. Jack Farnham. Sarah Aspirius Fazakerly. Leah Christina Fior, summa cum laude. Edward Anthony Fisher, magna cum laude. Christine Regina Fitzpatrick. Lindsay Marie Fitzpatrick, summa cum laude. Robert Brian Fitzpatrick. Jack David Flato, cum laude. Brian Del Sanborn Flores. Demi Alexa Flores, cum laude. Oliver Flores Balanzar. Patrick John Capono Fordham. Natalie Fournier, magna cum laude. Benjamin Friedel. Gianni Fu. Isabella Rose Fulop. Shannon Marie Gallagher. Indira Galvez, summa cum laude. James Dylan Garcia. Nina Maria Garcia, magna cum laude. Richard Raymond Gardner. Parker Ward Garland. Gabrielle Mary Garmo. Andrew Gatto, magna cum laude. Hannah Riley Gospel. Hannah Simone Gebauer. Daniel Galoso. Kristen Taylor Gegenbacher, summa cum laude. Abigail Baker Gentry. Get up. Eric Gerald. Catherine Giorso. Stanley Dryan Gibson Jr. Margaret Genko. Bryn Louise Gilbert. Grant Evan Gilbreth, magna cum laude. Gilliland? Hannah Mae Gilliland. Colton Georgie. Gurdon? Caitlin Jean Gurdon. Jennifer Rose Givens. Clarissa Golding. Jada Gonzalez, cum laude. Ariana Gonzalez. Isidro Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Reina Carmen Gonzalez. Elena Marie Gudenberger, magna cum laude. Angela Lynn Goodwin, magna cum laude. Erin Gozin. It's not on my list. Jessica Gooding. Elizabeth Victoria Grant, magna cum laude. Nathan Michael Grazi, magna cum laude. Veronica Lynn Gross. Monica Christina Gruninger. Alexa Marie Hack. Renard Mazin Hakim. Nicholas John Hale. Magan? Megan Cassandra Hall. Michael James Rook Hall II. Daniel Halloran. Kirsten Marie Haltman. Robert Peter Hanlon. Samuel Robert Hansen, cum laude. Haley Nicole Hardick, degree recognition presented by her father, Jeff Hardick, electrician.
Justin M. Harrison. Caitlin Ann Hart, cum laude. Drew Joseph Harvey. Rebecca S. Haddon, magna cum laude. Leah Claire Hebert, cum laude. Jessica Christine Helm. Molly M. Henry. Rebecca J. Henry, cum laude. Bianca Clarissa Hernandez. Evangelina Hernandez. Guillermo Antonio Hernandez, cum laude. Natalie Andrea Hernandez. Reynaldo Hernandez, Jr. Taylor Paige Hickerson, cum laude. Cecilia Michelle Hidalgo, cum laude. Antonio Lamont Hill, Jr. Chanel Hill. Seraphim Tadina Himes, cum laude. Zachary Gabriel Hines. Susan Whitney Hirsch. Hannah Martin Hollinger, cum laude. Kristen C. Hong. Solomon Dane Bogos Hood. Richard Matthew Hoveder. Brittany Catherine Renee Hunt Lestrange. Annalise Christina Hunsiker. Han Bao Huynh. Stephen Neil Randolph Highland III. Caitlin Elizabeth Emoff, cum laude. Aaliyah Inmar. Christina Marie Engel, cum laude. Jackson Daniel Ingram. Mia Evos, cum laude. Joseph Jakubowski. Fadumo Jama. Angel de Jesus Jimenez. Athena Jocelyn Jimenez. Jorge Alberto Jimenez. Marcelina Denise Jimenez Smith. Desiree Marie Polino Jackson, cum laude. Grant Corwin Johnson. Robriana Vicky Antonita Johnson. Caitlin Tandy Johnson Crins, cum laude. Benjamin Wesley Joyce, cum laude. Brianna Lauren Juries. Danielle L. Kant. Shen Gao. Kendall Ryan Cart. Stephanie Marie Katz, magna cum laude. Sybil Galila Cables. Yantan Mamouche Kabidi. Mace R. Keeler, cum laude. Liam John Kaliher.
All right, give me a couple seconds after you say my name. I'm about to put on a show real quick.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Jaden Letitia Kennedy. Bridget Lauren Kidd. Abby Louise King. Kimberly King. Matthew D. Kirk. Lindsay H. Kirkbride. Caitlin Danielle Kierkegaard. Taylor Ray Nate, cum laude. Karina West Nealon. Eleanor Rose Newth. Chris Kyokin Koo. Catherine Kovach Galton. Joshua Ryan Krakoff, cum laude. Maya Jane Craw. Laura Michelle Krennick. Sophia Kresovich, cum laude. Joel Marcelo Kuhn. Nicole Silva Kuhn. Hannah L. Curtin, cum laude. Daniel Kurtzwell. Luna Amelia LaBelle. Reniqua Lackley. Alexis N. Lagan. Julie B. Lai. Madison Simone Lamb. Danielle Yvonne Rubin Lampett. Cooper Pierce Lathrop, magna cum laude. Adam Thomas Lee, cum laude. Robert Gregory Leach Phillips. Angela M. Leal. Haley Elizabeth LaCourte. Gabriella Larissa Lee.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Brianna Michelle Lewis. Christine Joy Manicop Lanes. Marie Elizabeth Lynn. Zioe Liu. Liam Douglas Lockhead. Kyron Ramachandran Longlear. Madeline Karen Louie. Stephanie Elaine Lowe, cum laude. Alexandria Francesca Luba. Lisa M. Lucero. Carly Ann Lutz, cum laude. Vincent Tientry Luyen. Allison Jean Lynch. Caitlin Carlson McGregor, cum laude. Sarah Kathleen McInnes, summa cum laude. Logan R. Mack, cum laude. Heidi Elizabeth Madeline. Miranda Claire Meyer, cum laude. Brianna Consuelo Maldonado. Amy Deanna Maltz. Taylor Danielle Monsibo. Kendall Elena Mangiano, cum laude. Malia Manos. Victoria Grace Moretti. Delaney Elise Marley. Tyler Kenneth Martin. Fernanda Martinez Jamie. Onita Martini. Jenna Marie Madden, magna cum laude. Andreas Matthews. Allison Lynn Matthias. Samantha Barbella Mattis. Shannon Catherine McAvoy, magna cum laude. Grace Eileen McDonald. Tyler Ross McElroy. Allison Ray McInnes. Chase E. McLaughlin. Megan McMahon. Jack Marshall McVicker. Talia? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Almost. Talia Meja. Hunter J. Mersado Hood. Jonathan Magni Masiha.
Gianna Marie Metz. Gabrielle Baya Meyer, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Michael. Austin Taylor Miller. Christopher David Miller, cum laude. Madeline Brittany Miller. Jared Michael Miller Sklar. Sarah Nicole Mills. Stephanie Danielle Mills. Ryan Anthony Miranda Kakdak. Michelle Christina Mogollon. Haley Ann Molden. Lauren Kathleen Monahan. Mariana Montez. Patrick James Moore. Emma P. Moran, magna cum laude. Kelsey Carey Morley. Amber Morrow, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Mueller, cum laude. Keegan Michael Mulcahy, cum laude. Claire P. Murphy, magna cum laude. Alexandra Marie Murray, summa cum laude. Lauren Michelle Musial. Michael Patrick Musselman, excuse me. Danielle Louise Meyer. Daniel's degree is presented by his mother, Dr. Perla Meyer of mathematics. Haley Nazar. Vanessa Najjar. Megan Nicole Nino. Kendall Lynn Neveau, cum laude. Tara D. Nevin, cum laude. Catherine Donna Marie Newton, cum laude. Lynn Khan No. Amanda Wynn, summa cum laude. Helen Wynn. Aria L. Nisco. William Donald Noonan, cum laude. Kirsten Nordley. Nicholas Joseph Goodbuddy Norito, magna cum laude. Riley Edward Nork. Madeline Marie Natoli, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Ocone. Margaret Mary O'Donovan. Nignaz Ogabian. Alexis Ann Ogtong. Bryce Shelby Olbert. Carla Paola Olivas. Thomas Newt Olson. Melinda Marie Olson. Meredith Grace Olson. Cassandra Ortega, cum laude. Jade Chelsea Otencio. Richard John O'Shudden. Chantilly A. Otto Smith, cum laude. Karen Ovadia. Susan Elise Paniagua, summa cum laude. Nina Marie Poloni. Alexandra Parasco, cum laude. Molly Ann Paris, cum laude. Devon Sierra Hamal Perry. Shiloh Elizabeth Parsons. Alberto Javier Pascual. Raj Harsad Patel. Helen Rose Patterson. Jessica Lorraine Paul, cum laude. Jalen Joseph Paulos, magna cum laude. Shane Allen Paulson. Jahara M. Pearl. Christina Lee Peck. James Max Pedrati. Akil Panumdi. Baldavinia Perez. Jacqueline Ray Perez. Luis Daniel Perez. Priscilla Maria Perez, summa cum laude. Janae Perry. Veronica Paterka, magna cum laude. Nathan Emmanuel Peters. Candace Whitton Pham. Meredith Ann Philbin, cum laude. Cecilia Min Pho, cum laude. Nuyet Min Fung. Andrea Piacentini. Paola Nicole Pichardo. Michaela Lee Platt. Sean Plundick, cum laude. Jessica Lynn Pollock. Danielle Manning Pope Jr. Davis M. Porter. William Sullivan Porter. Bentley Joyce Porterfield, magna cum laude. Alexis Taylor Posadas. Anna Nicole Posthumus, summa cum laude. Michael Vincent Poyat. Shayela Marie Clavery Prince. Lincoln G. Pryor. Carly Irene Proctor. Carly's degree is presented by her mother, Ginny Proctor, Financial Reporting and Compliance Manager. Jill Elizabeth Pryor. Samira Cabizard. Andres Quintiero. Miranda Molly Rapolt. Riley Patrick Reed. Jordan Haley Redioff, magna cum laude. Amanda Josephine Reap. Yasmin A. Reese Crawford. Molly Keenan Reeves, cum laude. Catherine Eleanor Regan. Philip Leo Ray. Brian James Reed. Stephen Charles Rella. Taylor Amelia Riviere Vernias. Clarissa Angie Reyes. Ernesto E. Reyes. Jason Michael Rice. Vita C. Rice. Reagan Amanda Richards, magna cum laude. Valerie Roa Baez. Tess I. Robeson. Rachel Nicole Robinson. Matthew Eli Rochelle. Charlotte Lisa Rock, cum laude. Addison Delane Rogers, magna cum laude. Ty Robert Rodney, cum laude. Alyssa Samantha Rodriguez, cum laude. Larissa Cassandra Rogers, cum laude. Tiasha Rogers. Anna Linnea Rudine Bibby. Olivia Ray Rolk, cum laude. Julissa Aline Romani.
Debbie Romero. Dominique Denise Rigaud. Aubrey Rose Rubin. Sophia Catherine Rubino. Gabriela Maria Rubio. Kendra Latrice Rudd Gloucester. Taylor Brooke Rusak, cum laude. Alexandra Noel Ryan. Madison Marie Ryan, magna cum laude. Lauren Marcia Reiskamp, cum laude. Haley Denise Sachs, cum laude. Valerie Salgado. Natalie Elizabeth Sampson. Tessa Ellen Sanders. Marissa Nicole Santillano. Michael Putra Santosa. Gabriella Pauline Sardina. Chad Christian Savage. Devin Connor Savage, cum laude. Marissa Joy Nago Samaya. Austin David Schiff. Abigail Noel Schrader, cum laude. Samantha R. Zeipt. Savannah Lee Sellers. Elaine Matney Selna, magna cum laude. Melinda Rose Sevilla, cum laude. Lee Marilyn Sewell, magna cum laude. Megan Rose Seymour, cum laude. Dominique Simone Shank, magna cum laude. Javon Cameron Shapuri. Kayla Marie Sharp. Taryn Summer Shaw. Veronica Colleen Shelton, cum laude. Daniel Martin Sheridan. Florine Shaquana, magna cum laude. Haley Charlotte Shipway. Brandon Robert Show. Kathleen Andrews Schuster, magna cum laude. Jonathan Javier Ciazar. Suzanne Sierra Sigler. Rebecca Jean Simpson. June Julian Servain. Monica Carr Sue, cum laude. Ryan Smilowitz. Andrew Charles Smith, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Rose Smith, cum laude. Adam L. Sobel. Chiahan Song. Haley Addison Sonnenschein, magna cum laude. Madison Ray Spangenthal. Matthew Patterson Rees. Blake Jewel Springer. Sarah Joyce St. Pierre, cum laude. Jackson Pike Staninger, degree recognition presented by his mother, Christiana Staninger, adjunct assistant professor, and his father, Stephen Staninger, professor. Ami Estelle Steen, cum laude. Jeffrey Michael Stevens. Andrew Paul Steeb, magna cum laude. Carl Malcolm Stout, cum laude. Samantha Marie Strauss, magna cum laude. Alyssa Grace Jolskalski. Marley Sue Stubben. Tamai Segura, magna cum laude. Monica A. Sutherland. Carlene Nicole Sith, cum laude. Delara Tay Tirani. Hannah Elizabeth Talpash, cum laude. Merv Tanielle. Brianna Elizabeth Tarantino. Degree recognition presented by her mother, Patty Tarantino, financial aid counselor. Will Roy Tate III. Nicole Catherine Tellini. Mary Rita Tenuta, cum laude. Katari Anna Tyson, cum laude. Alexandra Roseanne Thompson. Matthew Christian Tobin. Tara Noel Toman, cum laude. Marissa Victoria Topetti. Hayden Parker Town. Taylor Jean Townsend. Serena Chow Tran, cum laude. Stephen Quanvin Tran. Rogine Vafayan. Vanessa Valdez Rosino. Emma Louise Vandenbush. Marina Verano. William Andres Vasquez. Alexandria Mariah Velasquez. Veronica G. Verplunken, cum laude. Catherine Cecilia Villegas. John Vince, cum laude. Jasmine Lelaine Wittig, magna cum laude. Shearing Alexander Volker. Elizabeth Ashley Von Ruden. Eugene David Wackerbarth, magna cum laude. Braden Wadsworth. Jennifer Ladd Wakefield, magna cum laude. Lena Tatiana Wallace. Ramona Cecilia Wallace. Eric H. Wang. Aubrey Arends Wardell. Sean Lucas Warren. Sango Elisa Rosada Wawa. Kendall Rourke Weaver, magna cum laude. Matthew Barron Weber, magna cum laude. Alexandra Rose Weisman. Leanne Pepper Werner. Brian Douglas White II. Catherine Helena Rose Whitehead. Anna Whitfield. Colin Stevenson Whitney. Alexis Zimara Wilburn. Alexis Marie Wiley. Megan E. Wilkinson, summa cum laude. Chloe Isabella Williams. Cody Alexander Williams. Sydney Lee Williams. Bryce Joseph Wimberly. Megan B. Wingy. Andrew Christopher Winkle. Patrick Joseph Windhauser, cum laude. Clarissa F. Wallets, cum laude. Morgan Ann Wolfram. Elizabeth Lee Wu, cum laude. Riley Lazarus Worthington. Annie Jo Wright, summa cum laude. Taylor Hayden Wright, cum laude. Devin Mari Wolstein. Alexandria Reagan Young, cum laude. Amina Ismail Youssef. Haushin Michael Ju. Catherine Bahia Zorich.
Class of 2018, how you feeling? Man, I've been thinking about this day for a long time. Like many of you in the past few days, I've been walking around probably 3 or 4 stages, Latinx, BSU, BSRC, Black Grad, all of that. And I'm so thankful. I'm proud of you all. Many of us come from many different backgrounds, and I believe it's important that we take the time to recognize and celebrate the stories behind our success as a class. First, I would like to say a big shout out to God for this opportunity, for constant favor, and acknowledge our first-gen students. I want to acknowledge our first-gen students, our student veterans, the parents who are graduating, our transfer students, those who've battled against serious illnesses during our time here in college, and many others who've had a non-traditional college experience. You're making history in your families today. Give you guys a round of applause. In addition, a big congratulations to the students who've worked hard to continue their family legacy by graduating college and maybe along the way adopting the idea of change makers that USD has instilled in us. It is here at USD where I first learned the philosophy of greater than yourself. I know many of you are tired of the advice that people continue to give you. Seems like since you're graduating, everybody knows and everybody's an expert on the subject of life. But please, loan me your ears and your heart for just one more minute. This way of thinking is not anything new. It's simply a reminder for us proud graduates and alumni of USD. The greater than yourself philosophy is expand yourself, give yourself, and replicate yourself. We can't give what we don't have, so it's important that you continue to expand your knowledge, expand your experience, your perspective, your understanding, your compassion, your love, in our beliefs even beyond USD. It's important that we share and give that knowledge, that wisdom, that love, that understanding, and that wisdom. It's so much easier to simply care about yourself. But please, give of yourself. Give all that you've received. You all bring something to the table and have the potential for greatness. Contribute to the betterment of humanity. No one is free until we are all free. Lastly, replicate this. Replicate this way of living. Pay it forward and live out the importance of expanding yourself and giving yourself. Love mercy, seek justice, and walk humbly before your God, or whatever source that brings meaning to your life. USD desires more than students to believe and to be involved just for the undergrad. USD needs alumni leaders. Now, our responsibility to this place is greater than it's ever been. And so I'm excited about today, not only because it marks the end of an incredible class of USD, but also the beginning of a great group of alumni who've just entered into the USD community. So get competitive, have pride, and continue through life. Keep USD high in your minds and achieve the absolute best, as you've already done for many years. Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you for the great things you have done in such little time. Stay in touch and never forget that we are Toreros. Just remember, the best is yet to come. Wakanda forever. Thank you.
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the next chapter of your lifelong relationship with the University of San Diego. The work you put in as students has afforded you membership into the USD Alumni Association, a group of nearly 70,000 alumni living around the world. You are now part of the Torero Network, an association that will bring you great personal and professional opportunities. Your involvement will make the network even stronger for those who follow in your footsteps, just as your fellow alumni have done for you. While this ceremony may mark the end of your official time here at Alcala Park, know that you will always be a part of the USD family. The Alumni Association is excited to acknowledge your achievements, and we look forward to your active participation in the Torero Network. I'll see you at one of the many events held throughout the year and at homecoming this October. And remember, keep wearing your Torero blue and white. Congratulations again to you, the newest members of the USD Alumni Association.
Thank you, Jerry. That was Jerry Rodriguez, president of the USD Alumni Association. And congratulations again, class of 2018. Please stand and join in singing USD's Alma Mater, performed by Madison Nelson, a member of the class of 2018. The lyrics are printed on the inside cover of your program. Please remain standing for the recessional.
Hail to you, Alma Mater, hail to USD. We sing this song, our spirits high with strength and loyalty. Hail to you, Alma Mater, home of the blue and white. You lead us onward in our lives by your guidance. to you, our alma mater, USD.
Thank you, Madison. I would ask that our guests remain standing at their seats until the platform party, the faculty, and all of the graduates have exited the pavilion. The 65th undergraduate Arts and Sciences commencement at the University of San Diego is now adjourned. Thank you for coming.